Sarah Palin's new book, Going Rogue, went on sale today, soaring right to the top of several bestseller lists. The memoirs of the former Alaska governor are being scrutinized for any clue to the one question so many are asking: will she or won't she? Barbara Walters sat down with the former vice presidential candidate to ask whether she intends to run for president.
Well, here is the big question. Do you ever want to be president of the United States?
That certainly isn't on my radar screen right now. When you consider some of the ordinary turning into extraordinary events that have happened in my life, I am not one to predict what will happen in a few years. My ambition, if you will, my desire is to help our country in whatever role that may be, and I cannot predict what that will be, what doors would be open in the year 2012.
Now let's talk about some issues. The Middle East. The Obama administration does not want Israel to build any more settlements on what they consider Palestinian territory. What is your view on this?
I disagree with the Obama administration on that. I believe that the Jewish settlements should be allowed to be expanded upon, because that population of Israel is going to grow. More and more Jewish people will be flocking to Israel in the days and weeks and months ahead. And I don't think that the Obama administration has any right to tell Israel that the Jewish settlements cannot expand.
Even if it's Palestinian areas?
I believe that the Jewish settlement should be allowed to expand.
What should the U.S. goal in Afghanistan be?
To listen to McChrystal, to listen to the appointee that President Obama asked for the advice from. McChrystal gave the president the advice and said we need essentially a surge strategy in Afghanistan so that we can win in Afghanistan. That means more resources, more troops there. It frustrates me and frightens me and many Americans that President Obama is dithering around with the decision in Afghanistan.
With what goal? What should be our ultimate goal?
Afghanistan, the people there, the government there should be able to take over and to have a more peaceful existence there for the people who live there without American interference, if you will.
Unemployment in the United States is now more than 10%, the highest level since 1983. If you were president, what would you do about unemployment?
I'd start cutting taxes and allowing our small businesses to keep more of what they're earning, more of what they're producing, more of what they own and earn, so that they can start reinvesting in their businesses and expand and hire more people. Not punishing them by forcing healthcare reform down their throats, by forcing an energy policy down their throats that ultimately will tax them more and cost them more to stay in business. Those are back-assward ways of trying to fix the economy.
You do have a way with words.
I call it like I see it.
On the business of, I can see Russia from my backyard, what you did say to Charlie Gibson was that there were places in Alaska where one could see Russia. Do you still feel that Alaska's proximity to Russia, from whatever place you can see it, is significant foreign policy experience?
Very significant, and we are a gatekeeper for the continent. So for national security reasons and for energy independence and resource development reasons, Alaska should be recognized for its strategic location on the globe.
Let's talk about Barack Obama. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, where do you rate him?
A 4. There are a lot of decisions being made that I and probably the majority of Americans are not impressed with right now. I think our economy is not being put on the right track because we're straying too far from, fundamentally, from free enterprise principles that built our country. And I question, too, some of the dithering and hesitation with some of our national security questions that have got to be answered for our country. So a 4.